Hello students, I'm so happy to bring you a new art project, and we're going to do a pumpkin project, but it's going to be a very fancy pumpkin. Our art elements are line and color, and supplies that you will need are paper, pencil, something to make a dark outline, either a black marker or a dark crayon or dark pencil, and then also watercolors if you have them, or something else for color. So I want to teach you how to make a pumpkin first and what shapes are good to use. Put your finger in the middle of the paper. This is around where your first shape is going to be. And this is an oval shape. We're going to make it pretty big on the paper. Just see, I did smaller and bigger and smaller. Now you're going to do your lines and shapes in pencil first, but I know you can see it better on this video if I do Sharpie. So I'm going to go on to Sharpie now. But it did help doing it in pencil first, so I could make sure I got my shape as I wanted it. Okay, there's my center of my pumpkin. It's like almost as big as my hand. Okay, we're gonna do another oval that's a little smaller, and we're not seeing all of it. We're seeing part of the shape. So I'm gonna start up here, and I'm gonna do part of an oval. Did you see I ended up a little higher? And I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna start up higher and end up higher. I ended up a little high. Is it starting to look like a pumpkin? I hope so. Okay, now these look like the letter C as they come out. And the ones on this side are like a backward C, the way our line goes. Can you see how that kind of looks like a backward C? 1, 2. We got our pumpkin. Now, if your pumpkin looks a little small, you could add more sections on the side. Okay, we're gonna put that stem on the top, and it can curve over or however you think looks good. Some people like to put a little oval right there. And then sometimes they have vines that come out. Let me show you. Kind of like that. If you want to, you could do one, or you could do the second one next to it. And since that was so fun, I want to do it again. Okay, so if you did all of these lines in pencil, now I want you to get a marker or a crayon or a pencil that's a dark color, and I want you to go on top of all these shapes. I think I am going to add another section. Oh, I like that better. When you are done with all your dark lines on top of your pencil lines, we're going to move on to the next part of our project, and that is to put designs in each one of these sections of the pumpkin. Now, I don't want you to do pencil first because that would take way too long. I want you to be thinking about what are really creative, interesting lines. I want to show you some ideas. Ooh, look at those. Aren't those some really, really cool lines? Do you think you could make ones like them? I'm gonna give it a try. I see this one that I like here. It's like a curly Q. I'm gonna do that. Curly Q. You could do this one, or you could pick a completely new one that you think of out of your mind. Remember, we're just doing it straight in our black marker or whatever we have that's doing dark. Okay, you could do stripes. I'm gonna do like 2 small stripes every so often. This is such a fun part of the project because you get to decide whatever happens. I love a zigzag line, so I'm going to do zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Okay, next I'm going to do, let's see, a scallop line. That's like a hill. Hill, 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 hill. It goes faster if you make your shapes a little bigger. These hills are kind of big. If I made them really small, it would take so long. Okay, I have 3 more to go. I'm going to do a wavy line. Oh, here's a fast one. If you just do dot, dot, dots, here, dot, 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 dot. That's kind of fun. Are you getting some good ideas of lines and shapes? You could even do polka dots or triangles. You could do different kinds of stripes. You could do stripes this way, you can do stripes that way. There's a lot of ideas you can use. In fact, I think I'm going to use polka dot idea for up here. Polka dot. So many polka dots. They could be big ones. I just did little ones. Okay, next we're going to put our color on. So I'm doing watercolor, but you could choose whatever you would like. Let me show you some pictures of some. We're not going to do the whole color, only one color, just orange. You have these beautiful designs in here, so I want you to use a variety of colors in there. Let me show you some more. If you have time, you can even paint the background. And these students, they put designs in the background like stars and diamonds and leaves and zigzags. Okay, I've got my watercolors and I've got my water. So right now I'm just going to concentrate on my pumpkin. I'm going to pick a color. I am going to pick orange to start with. And I'm going to get those little scallops. Now, if you have a section that has a lot of little parts, you might want to go over 2 sections at the same time. That's totally fine. Okay, now I'm going to pick another color. I'm going to pick yellow. I'm going to do this whole section in yellow. It doesn't have shapes in it, so I'm going to just choose to do the whole thing yellow. And I'm going to do these little shapes in yellow. They do not have to be the same color. You could change colors whenever you want. Which I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to switch to red. This one does not have shapes in either. But I'm going to start with red. And then I'm going to change to purple. And then I'm going to end with blue. Just my mind gave me that idea. Your mind will give you ideas. If your spots are too small, then cover a section. Go slow and careful because you want it to look so pretty. I hope you're having fun. I love to play with color. Make different choices and think about what would look so pretty. So the painting is the longest part of the whole picture. Remember, if you have time, you could put a design in the background and paint that too. But if you don't have time, then just do the pumpkin. I think for sure we should do the stem and these vines that are curling out. So I got a good idea. I'm going to do it first in yellow. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and I'll work on my vine, and then I'm going to come back for those polka dots. Just trying to get a little skinny green there. It's a little hard. And I told you I was going to come back. I'm going to come back. Let's see. I'll do purple. And I'm going to now get those little dots. Oh, they're tiny. There, I even left some spots white, and that's totally fine. So I hope you had a great time doing your pumpkin. And I hope you're having a nice fall. The temperatures are getting a little lower. That's super nice. And we will see you next time. Let me end you off though on this page. Okay, bye-bye.